Hi guys, welcome back. The machine I'm going to do together with you would be hacking Messaih 1. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine if you want. I think this machine is not very complicated at all. However, following standard methodology is key to success. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's just get started. Of course, when you import this machine into the VirtualBox, we need to make sure the MAC address should be configured as this one. Otherwise, the IP address cannot be assigned properly. Okay, I think this should be very important for this machine. Without further ado, let's just get started. We can go into the Kali Linux VM. The first of the first would be to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use is NetDiscover. As you can see, I use the options like I to specify the interface. So this NetDiscover utility will send out the packets through this interface. And also use the option for R to specify the network range to speed up or narrow down the scope. So now we can press enter. Maybe I need to zoom in the terminal. As you can see, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 183. So what we are going to do next, we need to do the port and the surface scanning with the map. To save time of this video, I've already done that earlier. So for now, we just cut out its result. As you can see over here, I use the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. And the last option of all is ON to output the result into this file. So from the map scanning, we can tell that the target has two open port numbers. The first one is 22, which is running SSH surface or secure shell surface, and also the version information. Of course, maybe you'll be thinking that this version of OpenSSH is very old. However, we cannot find any, the appropriate vulnerability except the username vulnerabilities, okay? And if you do not want to, of course, if you're not sure about this, we can use such as Sprite and OpenSSH. As you can see over here, only like username and not very interesting for us at this moment. So the second port number is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information Apache 2. So it's so obvious that what we are going to do next, we need to do the immersion with the HTTP service both manually and automatically. Next, let's fire up our browser to do the manual immersion first. Let's, okay, and put the IP address of the target and the IP address. Okay, press done. And here there is one picture, and we need to, as usual, we need to check its source code. And you can, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can get the information, which is comment. He is assassin, okay, Bank of Spain. Maybe we need to copy this information. Okay, so now also we need to save the image to our Kali Linux. to see whether there is any hidden message. For example, the first utility I'd like to try is exif2. I want to know whether there is any interesting metadata with this picture, but nothing like that. And though next I can use the stack seek to see whether there is any hidden message of this picture, of this image, but nothing like that we can get. And also the next one is the bin walk, and to see whether there is any extracted file we can get from the image. Okay, so I don't think I have already found anything important or anything useful from the images itself. So we need to do furthermore enumeration with HTTP service. For example, we need to know whether this site has robots file. Robots file we have, and I think this should be encoded message, maybe base 64. So we can, for example, we can tunnel to base 64 with option of D to decode the message. And as you can see over here, well done. If you guess the username, then the password is this one. So it means that, we have already got the password, although at this moment we didn't get the username yet. And we go back. Next, we can use Nicto to do some automatic enumeration. Press enter. If you have already followed my channel, when I deal with the web application, I prefer to use the Nicto to enumerate the web application first, and directly indexing the icons. But I don't think we can find anything important from the icons. This is very default directories. All right. So next we can do the GoBuster. We need to do the direct enumeration with the GoBuster, and we can launch our GoBuster with the command of a dir, which means the directory, and we can use the option of U to specify the URL of the target, and share with the list, GoBuster directory, and extension option, HTML text, back, press enter. Although GoBuster has discovered the robots, but we have already looked through this robots file already. So images, also we have already downloaded this image to our Kali Linux, and we didn't find anything important from the image itself. So okay, to save time of this video, I'd like to interrupt this GoBuster for a while. So just now we have already got some, for example, the two very important information. The first is this guy, maybe this gentleman is assassin and the Bank of Spain. And also I think this information should be relating to the possible username. And also we have already been told its password. So next, I think the major job for us is to discover the possible username. And so next, I think this is where the OSINT, open source intelligent technology, would be involved. Or maybe we just use Google to make some research. And as you can see over here, I use the keyword like Bank of Spain and assassin. And the first link we can, which leads to the possible username, Gandia, okay? So now we can try to use this username, and the password is certain, and to try to connect to the target Okay, so now we can SSH Gandia, and the IP address of the target. Press enter. So we got the error, the no matching host key type found. They offer this, this is the key type, the ssh-rsa. If you don't know how to do, we can copy this, the latter part of the error message. We can copy and then go to the Google, and always the first link. I think the major issue for this is maybe the target machine is not a very new one. Okay, and to solve this issue, it's very easy. We just put this option. We can copy and go back to our terminal and put this option at the end. As you can see, no such error we can get, and we can copy the password from my notebook. It does work, right? And next, I think we need to do the local enumeration to elevate a privilege to the super user or root user. For example, we need to take a look at the bash history. So I think the burning, and this is another user, also the professor, home, and we can check. Next, we can check the architecture. Not a very new one, or very old machine, a very old kernel. Of course, I don't want to, I'm not intended to use the local exploit with this kernel. I'd rather to use other way to elevate a privilege. Okay, so for example, we can go to the home directory, and we can know that the 3 users, and we can go to the burning, and I have something. Well, of course, this should be the very clear message left by the author of this machine. We need to go, or we need to take a look into this directory. We can use the CD and I, and followed by the tab to autocomplete this directory name. And so there is tar file, and so I think we need to transfer this file. Maybe we can try to decompress this file. However, permission denied. So I think we can transfer this tar file to the Kali Linux. But the question is how to transfer. There will be different ways. For example, we can check whether the Python 3 is available or not on the target. And the next, we can use netcat, right? So how to do? We can set up the listener, and we can use the same file name. We can copy. Okay, the listener has started, and next we can use the cat and the tunnel to netcat. Okay, press enter. As you can see, the listener has received the data from the target, and then we can use the tar to decompress this file. Okay, however, we got another compressed file, which is fine. We can use gunzip with the option of D. Of course, if you don't know how to use this utility, we can use the help, and you can get its usage. Gunzip with D option, professor, and we got the bz2 compressed file, and we can use bz2 with option for D, professor. So many layers of the compression, right? And next we can use the gunzip again, professor. Now we can cut out the final file. So well done. You have successfully decompressed the file. And here your password is this one. So we can copy, although I don't know this which user this password is or belongs to. Okay, we can try by one. Okay, and we can go to the home directory and switch to the burning, and we can paste the password from notebook. That didn't work. And then we can try to another user, professor, and we can paste the passwords. It does work, right? And so we can cut out the bash history. So many history commands. Logging. So maybe we can try to use sudo with option of L to see whether, as you can see, this user may run the following command without supplying the password. And we can go to the temp directory. At this moment, there is no execute file. So I think next will be very easy. We just echo, and we can echo. For example, we can echo like bin bash. Okay. Execute. And we can make it executable. And then we can use sudo execute. As you can see, we successfully elevated our privilege to root user. And now we can navigate to root directory to retrieve the root flag or the final flag, right? Okay, so that's pretty much it about this video. See you in the next one. Bye.